Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I'm going to demonstrate how to make a jelly roll placemat. Now, this is just a basic one. There's no binding on it that you have to deal with. And then here's another style of jelly roll placemat. Now this one here and this one here has a specific theme to it. So this is red, white, and blue, and this one has flamingos all over it. So you can make it out of your scraps, jelly rolls, make it sort of a hodgepodge theme. It doesn't have a particular one, or you can make them for the holiday season and really make them bright and cheery. The supplies you need and the cutting instructions are listed below your YouTube screen in the description section. So just scroll down, click on the words show more or the down arrow. It will expand open and you will see that information there. Okay, let's get started. In case you don't know what a jelly roll is, it is fabric that is cut into strips 2.5 inches wide, and they're roughly 42 inches long, and they have a variety of prints in it, and sometimes it's a particular theme. For instance, this has a watermelon theme. So you can go out and purchase a jelly roll. They have them in solid colors and prints with a variety of themes on them. Now, Joann Fabrics and Crafts sells them. Many of your quilt fabric stores also sell them, and I'm sure you can find jelly rolls on Etsy.com. Don't forget to go through looking at your jelly roll scraps to see if you're going to have them long enough. So you're going to need them 2.5 inches wide by 14.5 inches long. Now, often I will cut my jelly roll strips just a little bit longer than what I need. So in my demonstration, I'm actually cutting them 15 inches long so that I can trim them up evenly later on. Now, if you don't want to buy a jelly roll, then you can cut strips 2.5 inches wide by either the 14.5 or 15 inches long. Now for this demonstration, I took scraps of fabric I already had and cut them into the size that is needed for this placemat. Once you've got your strips all organized and cut, then you want to place them in the order you want them to be stitched in. Then you take the first two, bring front sides together, and stitch a 1/4 inch seam, and then unfold. Then go to the next one and bring it front sides together and stitch a 1/4 inch seam. Then you continue doing that till they are all stitched together. After you have all of your strips stitched together, then you want to press the seams on the back side. So press each seam, then open it up to the front and press it on top. And you're trying to push those seams all in one direction so that it lays nice and flat. Now, after you've got all of your strips pressed, then if your edges are jagged, just put a ruler on each edge that looks a little jagged and just straighten it out using a rotary cutter. Then take your fusible interfacing or fusible fleece, or if you want to use cotton batting, you're going to cut that for the back and then place it on the back side where all your seams are and fuse it on by following package instructions. Then you're going to take your fabric for the back side, put the back of the fabric down. That's the not so pretty side. So when you put it down, the pretty side is facing up. Then take the front side of your jelly rolls, put it down. That's the pretty side. So you're looking at the interfacing. Then pin all 4 edges. Now you need to find a place to indicate an opening so that you'll be able to reach inside and turn it front side out after stitching. I recommend you do it on the side where there are no seams from the jelly rolls. So place 1 pin on one side of the opening and 2 pins on the other so that you know where to stop stitching. Then you're going to start stitching on this side and back stitch. and then stitch down to the corner, and then when you get a 1/4 inch away from this edge, leave your needle down, turn your fabric, and continue stitching. And you do that on all 4 sides. Then when you come to the 2 pins, back stitch. After you've done stitching, then you want to go trim some of the fabric off of all 4 corners. So I just go across here. You want to cut it to where it is about 1/8 of an inch wide, and then trim a little bit off on each side. And again, you do it at all 4 corners. Now before you turn it front side out, I recommend you do this one step, and that is at the opening, fold it back 1/4 of an inch and press, and then do the same thing on the other side. After you've done that, then reach inside and begin turning it front side out. After turning it front side out, reach inside and poke all your corners out. Then go to the opening, make sure those edges are folded inside, and go ahead and place a few pins to hold it. Then at your sewing machine, you're going to stitch real close to the edge, no more than 1/8 of an inch, around all 4 sides. This is the front side when it's all done, and then this is the back side when it's all done. For this next jelly roll placemat I'm cutting my strips 1/2 inch shorter. So when you look in the description section for all the measurements, the second placemat, they're just cut slightly shorter. The piece for the back is actually cut larger. So your back piece is cut 16 inches by 18 inches. Once you get it cut out, you want to do some markings on it that are really, really basic. So to do your markings, place your 1-inch line on the raw edge of your fabric and draw a line. Then go to all 4 edges and do the same thing. So when you're done, you'll see light pencil markings that look like this. So to do this one, prepare your jelly roll strips just like you did on the first one. Stitch them all together. You're either going to put your fusible fleece or fusible interfacing on the back, or if you want to use cotton batting, that's fine too. One of the things I forgot to mention in the first one, if you're using cotton batting, you need to do quilting stitches to hold it together. So the fusible fleece or fusible interfacing is a lot easier. So take your jelly roll piece, and if you're using cotton batting, place it down just inside your drawn line. So you've got it all centered. So if you're doing the cotton batting, go ahead and do a stitch down each jelly roll strip, or you can do whatever quilting stitch pattern you like. Then go to the 2 longest edges and fold it up and press it all the way across. Then fold it again so it goes over the edge and fold it all the way across. And then you're going to stitch it down close to the edge all the way across. Then go to the opposite side and do the same thing. Now you need to finish off the other 2 edges. So take this corner and fold it in and press, and do it on the opposite corner. Then fold it over and press all the way across, and this is what your corner looks like. Then fold it over again and press, and that's how you get the mitered corner. After you've got all your pressing done, then stitch close to the edge all the way across. And this is what it looks like when it's all done on the front side, and then here it is on the back side. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you learned something new. Now, if you're interested in other placemats, I have a lot. You can make them for a variety of seasons. All the holidays around Thanksgiving and Christmas is a great time to make placemats like this. So you scroll down to the description section. click on the words Show More or the down arrow, and that area will expand open and you'll see all kinds of links. Now, if you haven't seen my sewing tips of the week, I've got a lot of them, over 100. So there'll be a playlist down there so you can watch those. You can learn a lot from watching my tips of the week. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.